Good morning, students. This is your computer lecture, and today we'll be discussing about the sorting techniques. We'll be reading out two sortings. One is your bubble sort, another one is your insertion sort. And before you see this video, I would ask you to watch the SIPO video regarding these two using this scan code. Okay? So, what is sorting? Sorting is the arrangement of elements in a specific order. It can be ascending or it can be descending. So in our syllabus we have two types of sorting. One is your bubble sort, another one is your insertion sort. So firstly I'll be starting with bubble sort. We'll be referring to this program again and again. So half part of this program is here. In 2.8 program we'll be referring, half of the program is here and half of the program is on the next page. So I'll be referring to this program in between of the explanation. I'll be using my handwritten notes to refer to the solution for better understanding. Okay, what is the basic idea about the bubble sort? Basic idea is to compare two adjoining elements or values. Adjoining means adjacent, and if we find they are not in a proper order, then we'll exchange them. Okay, we'll arrange them in a proper order. Okay, we'll be using two loops here, and nesting of loops concept will be used. Variable I will be used to take a check for number of passes required. Number of passes will be dependent upon number of elements inside that particular list. So we will be taking a list first, then we will check how many elements it has. Okay, then we will go with the loop with variable I, and we will also use a loop with j variable. J will be basically helping out to compare two adjacent elements, and if these two elements are not in the proper fashion, then they will get interchanged. Okay, obviously we will write the statement to interchange the values of different elements. So see, let us come back here. Firstly we have initialized a list. Okay, then you are calculating the length of the list. Length function we are using to calculate. A list is the name of the list. Okay, so it will calculate the number of elements, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 elements are there. So length function will calculate n as 7. Okay, now again we are beginning with the for loop. I refers to range n is 7, so it will vary from 1 to 7. Okay, so this will help you to know how many passes you are moving. Okay, this is for the number of elements. See, first to arrange these 7 elements we will need certain passes. Okay, so passes are being used with the help of length that we have calculated here. Length we have calculated in n, and it will start from, I will start from this particular element. See, we can start our list from 0 to 0 to 6 it will vary to make it n length 7. Okay, similarly we have another loop, j loop, which range will be from 0 to n minus I minus 1. Why this has been done? Because every time we will arrange, we will have at least one element which will be the biggest one at the bottom. Okay, in one pass we will have one element which will be arranged at the bottom. Okay, and bottom, where whatever element is at the bottom will be the maximum element which is present inside that list. Okay, if we are finding, see, we will be comparing two adjacent elements. See, like we will comparing 5 and 6. Okay, if 15 and 6, 15 is greater, then we will swap it. We will bring 6 first and 15 here. So how to do this swapping? For swapping, what we are doing here, if a list j is greater than a j1, what it means? J refers to 0 first. Okay, j is 0 here because the list this for loop will start from 0 and it will go n minus n is 7 minus, and I refers to first, so -1. Okay, I'll be explaining it again. I'll be taking an example. Okay, so we need to interchange. How to interchange? A j, let us say j is this, j0 is this, j plus 1 is this. Okay, this is the 0th element, this is the first element. How to swap them? Just put this element here. Okay, so means aj, okay, aj, say aj and aj plus 1 is equals to aj plus 1 and aj. So how it will work? This aj plus 1 will go in aj, and aj plus 1 will contain 2. Sorry, aj means, see, aj1 में क्या आ जाएगा? aj plus 1, and aj plus 1 में क्या आ जाएगा? aj, यानी 15 में इस पोजीशन पे आ जाएगा 6 और 6 की जगह क्या आ जाएगा? 15. Okay, this way we will swap. We know swapping this way. Okay, we just need to follow it. Okay, now I am taking my own notes to explain it in a better way. Now say j will range from 0 to, see here I will be taking 6 elements. That example is different one, but here I will be taking 6 elements. Okay, and I will be initially 0 because I have started it from 0. Okay, and because my first element will be referred with 0. Okay, then -1 will indicate -1. Why we are doing -1? Because in every pass one element will be arranged at the bottom, so we need to compare one element less, so it is done for -1 that way. Okay, so how j will vary? J will vary from 0 to 5. Okay, if we have 6 elements in the list, then after one pass, one biggest or the heaviest elements will be at the bottom, or we can say at the right place. So in next pass it should be kept out of the comparison. If one element has been sorted properly, then why to compare it? Okay, next time initially I was 0, now I will become 1. Okay, how I will become 1? Because we are arranging a loop for I also, na? So I will be incremented by 1. So for j in range, this statement we have read before that also. If now when I has become 1, what will be the new value? 6 minus 1 minus 1. So it will vary from 0 to 4. Means now we are not required to arrange for last 2 elements because they would be arranged. Now when I becomes 2, as the loop is incremented, I will become 2 definitely. Now how j will vary? 0 से लेकर n minus I is now 2 na, I is 2, so n minus 2 minus 1. Now we will get 3 elements arranged and we will work from 0 to 3. Okay, finally keep on moving, and finally when I will be 5, that way 0 0 से कैसे वेरी करेगा? 0 से 6 minus 5 minus 1. Okay, तो it will be -6 minus 6 is 0. So 0 to 0 means the first element is placed at the right, means all the elements are now placed. Let us begin. I will be starting this in the next part of the same lecture. Thank you.